The second and final day of oral arguments in the International Court of Justice gave Israel a chance to respond to allegations it's committing genocide in Gaza and is doing so with intent. Its lawyers began by turning the argument on its head.
That if there have been acts that may be characterized as genocidal, then they have been perpetrated against Israel.
Israel argues that the nature of intensive urban combat means there will be civilian casualties, but it won't acknowledge a death toll that international NGOs and even the UN itself relies upon.
The court is told of over 23,000 casualties, as the applicant repeats, as many have, unverified statistics provided by Hamas itself, hardly a reliable source.
South Africa's submission of 9 pages of comments by senior Israeli leadership detailing what it says demonstrates genocidal intent. Mere cherry-picking, says Israel.
There is little beyond random assertions to demonstrate that Israel has or has had the specific intent to destroy, in whole or in part, the Palestinian people as such.
Israel says its continuing efforts to ramp up humanitarian assistance in Gaza indicate the opposite of genocidal intent.
There is no restriction on the amount of water that may enter Gaza. Israel continues to supply its own water to Gaza by 2 pipelines.
A lawyer representing South Africa, however, directly references Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant.
As Israel was imposing a complete siege on Gaza, there would be no electricity, no food, no water, no fuel. Everything would be closed because Israel is fighting human animals.
The UN's top legal body, the ICJ, exists to settle valid disputes between states. Israel says South Africa's application fails on this aspect alone, denying the court's jurisdiction.
It seems to believe that it does not take 2 to tango. It is sufficient if one state determines there is a dispute.
That a dispute existed when the application was filed by South Africa in late December is a matter of public record.
At this time, South Africa had already accused Israel in the Security Council, the General Assembly, and other public fora of engaging in genocidal acts. It had conducted a diplomatic démarche on Israel, warning it that it viewed its conduct as genocidal.
Israel accuses South Africa of acting not on behalf of Palestinians, but as what it called the legal arm of the Hamas terrorist organization. South Africa denied that charge and insists it's doing everything it can to stop more harm being done to the Palestinians. A landmark case here at the International Court of Justice, with South Africa making a compelling argument why it believes Israel is committing genocide in Gaza, and Israel saying it's acting in self-defense and accusing Hamas of being genocidal. Whatever the outcome, seeing Israel for the first time in the dock is considered a win for international justice, and it shows the sheer gravity of the situation in Gaza. A decision by the court on an urgent injunction is expected in a few weeks. Step Vaessen, Al Jazeera in The Hague.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.